Now in the summer of 2024 you saw me how I make this shop here, and one of the last videos in that series was shop tour. Now what I forgot to show you in that shop tour, and a lot of you asked me about this, and that is how I store my tools and what's in my drawers where the tools are at, so how that looks. So all of that in this video, but also some of the things that I've added or changed along the way, so stay tuned. A lot of you ask about my setup, so when I'm filming videos, what I use for the stand and for the sound itself. Now I've used a lot of different microphones over the years, but I found lately that this Hollyland wireless microphone works really beautifully. So at the moment I have in my phone connected the transmitter. Actually this is transmitter, this is a receiver, and one of these is on my shirt, so these will collect or record sound, and transmitter is in my phone. So great stuff. Again, I think it's improvement over the sound in last shop, so I really like it, and it's also without any wires on me, so it's quite handy in that regard. Now for the stand itself that the camera is on, actually my phone, and that is this highly sophisticated contraption here, suspended from the ceiling, so it's not against the wall where vibrations maybe from the lathe, from off-balance piece can be transferred to the wall, and if you have it screwed to the wall, it can vibrate all the rig here, so it's better to suspend it from the ceiling. So this is old, what's it called, architectural lamp of some sort, and I find this works pretty much the best for me, so I can position it anywhere close to the banjo, close to the lathe ball, wherever I'm turning, above it, and get a good decent shot. Again, pretty convenient for me. I want to have this setup nice, fast, easy, so I don't have to mess around with all the different setups, screwing something back on or off. So for me this is the most convenient way that proves in the last couple of years that I've been doing this sort of videos. Now regarding the lathe lighting, I use this, and you probably saw this. This is from MOFFATT, and I hope I pronounced that okay. The original lamp I got from Craft Supply USA, you see it here, and I used it for the bench grinders here. Now they saw that video, the MOFFATT, and they sent me this one here, and I really like it. Does a good job lighting wherever I need to do, so really nice, and I just have it screwed on the wall here. Now we come to this sort of wall of calipers and sort of gauges, measurement tools. So on the top here the calipers are all set for specific jaws that I have, so these are constantly like that. I don't change them or adjust. I have two of these. These are adjustable in case I need to measure something or transfer something, and if I need to have more calipers involved, then I would adjust one of these or how many I need, and then later I just need to recalibrate them to these specific sizes for the chuck jaws. I have a couple of veneer calipers here, and I have 3 chuck keys. This one is larger one for my VM120 chuck, and I have 2 for VM100 chuck. Now this is the standard one with a flat or straight bottom here, and this one here has the ball on the bottom, so I can pivot line, let's say perpendicular is like this, and I can pivot it outside of that line and still manipulate the chuck whichever way I need to. So if this chuck was buried inside the ball, let's say, when I want to true up the ball or do something like that, I can use this key to get out of the ball and still expand the jaws or contract whatever I need to do. So really nice add up. Now a lot of you asked me about these thickness calipers. I got these a while back from Gurtul company in Czech Republic. These are quite nice, nothing special. These are quite similar to figure 8 calipers. So you would squeeze this end and you can read the scale on other end. Now, these are not super precise, but they do tell me sort of scale, let's say, of thickness that I have. So I'm not interested in exact measurement. These are not vernier calipers, so you get really exact measurement, but these are sort of in the ballpark of telling me where I am, if that makes sense. And one of the last additions in these measurement tools is this protractor. I just got it a couple of weeks ago, something like that. Just to tell you, when you ask me about specific tool and angles, so I can tell you a bit more precise what those angles are, since I never bothered to measure my tools. Now I can. So, and this lovely ruler here is from my buddy Wood Turner. From we met in a NEUREITER event in Austria, and he gave me this as a gift. So Johannes, you can see here's a logo here, so really nice. I have it here. Now this is at the moment quite a mess. So here I have all the different sort of plywood if I need to make a sacrificial backboard or something like that. These are great for that. You can see different pads for screw chuck, also different gauges of diameter. This is, a lot of you ask about this as well. This is a sanding paper rubber cleaner. I think you can get these in pretty much any woodworking shop to clean up your belts or sandpaper on, let's say, something like this. So this is also on a screw chuck, and this is just glued in. But with this lathe, new lathe, I did receive this big faceplate. I believe it's 6-inch diameter, 150 mil. So you'll see in one of the next videos, once I get the Velcro, how I will convert this into sandpaper holder, pad, whatever you want to call it, for the lathe. And also I have a few spindle attachment with sandpaper as well, different sizes. Also some of the rulers are here. This is a gift from Richard, thin parting tool. This is from Chris Stott, super thin parting tool, and Richard sent me this. Some of the screwdriver add-on pieces, these little guys here, magnets and stuff like that. Chucks are here. They're not usually covered in shavings because most of the shavings just go towards me, not so much here. A couple of screw chucks as well. This one is from VICMARK, really nice. I highly recommend it. You can change different positions here, really nice. But I also have homemade, which I made in one of my videos. So just a screw, wooden backboard and faceplate. Now I think you'll find this quite interesting. The other day Richard posted a video on using his Stewart slicer coring tool. This is Sorby slicer. I got this maybe 2-3 years ago. I managed to find it just barely in Ireland, and that shop there, that was probably one of the last pieces they had, and they for some reason didn't want to ship to Croatia, but luckily I had a cousin there, and he sent me this Sorby slicer. Now they didn't have the arm brace here anymore, so what I've done is just turn a wooden handle here. I should have made it a little bit longer, but it works like this as well, and I've attached this secondary handle here, so I have extra grip here, and also I can sort of position or regulate where my cutter is positioned, like left or right as well, but also gives a lot of sort of stability, because I can lean my forearm on top of this handle, hold it here and hold it here, so it really does nice and stable coring. And in my opinion, the simplest way of coring bowls. It does produce cones rather than curved cores, but nevertheless you'll save some of the bowls. So that's how I usually core out. Now this is a new addition to shop. These are robust tool rest, really lovely, really nice upgrade for lathe. You can see I have 4 sizes and I have one curved that I don't use. Actually, I never used it till now, but I want to use it one day, and just to sort of give you feedback on what I think about it. But these are really nice. I really like these, and this one is the one that came with the lathe. Now some of you did wonder how I solved the problem with the dust extractor, which is behind this wall here. So all I've done is extended the wires that were going to the switch, original switch, and I just extended them in my shop and connect them in this box here. So I have it nice and conveniently here, just behind the lathe, or just left of the lathe, so I can flick this at any time without too much walking around the shop. So really nice. Again, I don't recommend that you do something like this. If you have options for some wireless option or something like that, go for it. But again, you might disturb your warranty if you do something like this. So again, I don't recommend, but it's a solution that I've come up with. And again, I don't recommend that you do this. I am not qualified electrician, but again, this works for me. Now this was sort of a topic of many of my videos, or questions that I got, is how I store my tools. So be ready to be blown away by this very sophisticated method. And now I have to say that most frequent tools that I use, like 12mm spindle gouge, 12mm ball gouge, refiner, and maybe skew, are always on the bench, on my lathe bench. Here in these 3 drawers, I have all the other tools that I use from day to day, but are not stored on the lathe. So again, be ready to be blown away. Yeah, that's it. That's all there it is to it. So I have it sort of, you can tilt it down like this and it stays like this due to weight and everything. Now I know this is not the best solution for storing tools. This top drawer is what I would consider tools for spindle turning. Now there are probably better methods of storing tools, like maybe on the wall, in the tubes, on the cart, something like that. I have a relatively small shop here. The new shop is relatively small. I don't have much in terms of wall space, so storing these on the wall just would be a nightmare. And do you actually need all these tools? No, you don't need, but again, it's nice to have them for any particular job. Again, I know this isn't the best storage solution, because these can bump into each other, the blades, and maybe dull itself or chip out. Again, I've never had that kind of issue, so this, for me at least, works the best. And it's the simplest way to grab a tool or store it away if I don't need, if I have too much tools on the bench. So this is, for me at least, the most convenient way to just throw these inside here. But actually not throw them, of course, in, but to store them away. And it's always, so it's 1 meter away from me when I'm working on the lathe. So it's really nice, conveniently close. So just to show you a few tools here. So 1/2 inch or 12mm wide skew, parting tool, let's say. This might be interesting. This is a Gur tool, or actually this is KS Schulte spindle gouge. I believe Gur tool company makes these. Really nice, big skew, or big enough, 25mm wide. I have a little bigger one here as well. this one here, this is forged steel, really nice tools that I've made. So these are carbon steel. This is one of the first set that I got actually from my father-in-law, and these are just okay for making into sort of specialty tool, like this one here for inlay. You see a little cutter here, so I've made this just for that specific task, and I have several like those. So that's drawer number one. Now the second one here has my ball gouges. Now actually there is one spindle gouge here as well. So this is the spindle gouge, 16 mil diameter from Gurtul company in Czech Republic. Really nice steel, really nice tool for roughing out balls, rough balls, green balls. Really nice tool, nice and stable. Again, I have only elliptical fluid ball gouges. These are M42 from Crown, 16 mil diameter, and also these are here the two that you see with new handle. These are also M42, but these will be my signature ball gouges. So 16 mil and 12 mil diameter. So these are the same as these M42 from Crown. So same tool, different handle, and there will be my signature, and also I'll sharpen this to either asymmetric grind or long grind, whichever you will choose. And I will give you an update on tools, on refiners and everything at the end of the video. So again, some of the other gouges, this one is one of my before Crown, Henry Taylor, really nice steel, really nice tool. And I have here this one. This is, you might recognize the handle. I think something like Hurricane has something similar. This one is from China. Whichever you have this kind of, I hope you'll be able to see this high SS marks here with the dot in between. These are not high quality, high speed steel, I would say like that. I have this one with a really long grind for undercutting the enclosed pots, but I have a M42 steel, sort of an upgrade. This one here from Crown, again same grind that Chinese tool, but this is much more better tool overall. So second drawer holds my ball gouges and also thread chaser from Carter and Son. This is signature mahogany thread chaser. Really nice tool. If you have the option to buy it, I highly recommend it. It's really nice tool. Basically in one hold you have both male and female thread. So this one is 16 TPI. I think they have also 14 maybe, or 18, something like that. I don't remember, but really nice tool. And final drawer, you might guess, is scrapers. So as you can see, there are a lot of scrapers underneath, and I need to fix this drawer here. That's the downside of having drawers, or these are made really in a hurry, so I just bought these together. So, but I'll fix that later. So as you can see, a lot of scrapers here. My refiner is here. This is one of the first prototypes I don't have for myself with my name here, but I will treat myself one day. But it's the same tool, same steel, but just doesn't have my signature here. This is something that I was testing out with painting the ferrule here, or actually having the black ferrule, but Crown doesn't have black ferrule, so I just ditched that idea. But you can see why I went with sort of clear ash handle. Now you can see this one is sort of patina, dirty. I kind of like that. I kind of like this handle that shows its use. Nothing wrong with having like this from Crown, black stained or whichever this is finish handle. It's nice, probably won't change too much in the future, but I kind of like this old profile. And just to compare you the new one versus the old one, and with age, with patina and everything, just does better and better, for me at least. I kind of like that. This one you don't see that much, but again, it has its purposes. Big 38 mil wide by 10 mil thick steel, really nice. So that's the final drawer here. So let me show you the another three. And I forgot to mention, on the bottom I store my sandpapers from Klingspor. One piece of advice: I've been using these quite a lot since I got these as our sort of collaboration. This PS22N model. Don't use it for wood turning, or don't use it for this application for 3-inch or 2-inch discs that we use in wood turning, because these does wear out quite fast. So I would need to upgrade to something a little bit better grade paper. This was recommended to me from Klingspor, but I did talk to them, and I will need to upgrade this sort of model of paper for this specific purpose. I like the cloth back paper, and I like the paperback paper that I've used in my videos that you saw, but this one just wears down pretty much in a couple of seconds on the drill. So something else would be maybe better option. Now in this drawer here, I have all the sandpapers pre-cut or anything like that. So from 120 cloth back sandpaper, 180, 240, 320, 400, and 80 grit is here just in case. You can see 120, 180, 240, 320 and 400 is here also on this 3-inch disc. I don't use 2-inch. I have them, but I rarely cut those out. So I need to get this a little bit cleaned out. A lot of shavings inside and mess, but oh, forgot to show you my homemade inertia sander. There's a lot of requests on remaking this, how I make this, so probably I'll make a version 2.0, so stay tuned for that. Now in this drawer here I have some of the new tools that I never opened up. I usually got them from Crown in a few of the other unboxing videos or something like that. So this is M42, this is 16 mil diameter ball gouge. This one is, I've never used this one, just don't find the need. This is 22 mil diameter, I think, diameter ball gouge, again from Crown. This one is Pro PM powder metal, really tough stuff, but again I don't have the need for this kind of size. I never turn really large balls to have this kind of tool in my hand, so just there's no need for that. Some of these scrapers, undercutters, really nice to have, specialty tools. So I have a couple of those, some of the smaller ball gouges. This is 10 mil diameter, and a few of the Continental spindle gouges and stuff like that. So maybe 10 tools, brand new, that I've hauled here. And this is more of a general purpose drawer. Some of the carving tools that I got from Beavercraft, really nice gouges. Let me just show you this. So really nice gouges. Just need to find the project to use them. I'm not much of a carver, to be honest, but these are really nice nice and sharp. Now really nice sort of tip if you're sanding a lot of flat surfaces. This sanding pad, this one is from Klingsport. There are other brands that can hold this 6-inch or 150 mil diameter sanding discs. Really nice, and does help you out sand or keeping the flat surface flat when you're sanding. Some of the sandpaper here, also some of the backup, let's say, few tool rest here, shorter one, also 30 mil post for this lathe, but shorter, and this one curved from Robust as well. So and here I have burnishing rods. I have another package as well. So these are M42 burnishing rods for my burnisher, also from Crown. I have here in this highly convenient Nescafe Classic pot, coffee pot. I have the ferrules here for my burnishers, and I'll start working on these tomorrow. I have the blanks here, a lot more here to go with my refiners, and I'll explain again, like I've said, in a few seconds on update on refiners. So these are some of the other tools that I've got. This is almost 2 kilos of raw steel, let's say, from Crown. So just to show you a few, you can see a 12 mil wide M2 steel, and a few others like this parting tool, or you can convert it into something. The reason I got or asked about these, if they have, and Ed sent me these just because if I have some job that I need to do with some specific task or shape, whichever scenario is, I have this kind of steel here that I can then convert into something else. So you can see this rod here. This is 12 by 12 rod. So yeah, always convenient to have. And just to show you here in my where the bandsaw is, or a rough lumber processing room, I've installed a few of the shelves and put the bigger bowls and plates on top so I can find them a little bit easier. Some of the boxes are here, and for the summer, these are old dry slabs, so there is some chestnut, apple, sapele, mahogany, walnut, ash is behind these, OSB board and stuff like that. I need to sort this out and get a little bit more if I could find some good deal. I always like to have these kind of slabs on stock. You never know what kind of job can come up with, so there's always a good thing to have these. And I think I've shown these shelves before. All of these, there are close to 600 bowls, ruffled bowls, smaller plates, stuff like that, boxes, rough turned and ready to be used. Some of the spalted beech here is cut up on the bandsaw and stored here. Briest, Orach, Yasen, so elm, walnut, ash, some of these boxes and stuff like that. So if you haven't seen my video of unboxing this grinder here, so now I have 2 of these, and this one has this new one from NEUREITER, Dresselmeister. I hope I pronounced that right. I cannot speak German whatsoever. This is 80 grit and this is 180 grit. And now with more use, I just really like this 80 grit for some reason. Just removes the metal a little bit faster, but leaves the edge quite nice and sharp, or sharp enough for what we use. And I use 180 grit for putting on the burr on the scraper and stuff like that. And this older one, a Record Power RSBG8 model, have white wheel 80 grit, and this is 80 grit or 60 grit gray wheel for roughing out profiles or drill bits, sharpening, stuff like that. So now I did promise you at the end of the video to give you an update on refiners and actually on all of my signature tools in line. So as you know, in the first batch I got 30 refiners available, and those were sold out in less than an hour and a half, which again just blew my mind, and I could never expect something like that, and I'm really grateful for that. Now I closed the shop at a little less than 24 hours in from the release of refiner, or it was actually a little over 100 orders in. At that point I closed the shop and I report back to Crown that they need to make as quickly as possible the remaining 70 refiners. Now, those first 30 refiners has been already sent out, and I think 28 already arrived at their destination, their new homes, and I'm really grateful for the feedback that I've received from fellow turners. The remaining 70 in the first batch, the tools has been in sort of final stage. I think at this point they're off to signature signing, and the Crown told me that they should be done by end of January or few days in February, beginning of February. So I hope to have the tools, those 70 tools, in my possession early February, and I'll do the best I can to prep them and ship them out as quickly as possible. Now, the proper question is, there are still a lot more demand for refiner and other signature tools. I hope by the next batch or next shop time open, I have 4 tools to offer you. So refiner, burnisher, and 2 sizes of ball gouges. And in the next batch, I hope to open up the shop for 2 weeks period instead of 24 hours like in the first one. So it will be open for 2 weeks, I hope sometime in February. Don't quote me on this, I cannot promise anything, but I hope to open the shop sometime in February and have it open for 2 weeks pre-order sort of sale type. So you will be able to place an order, buy for your tool of choice. Like I said, I hope to have 4 tools available by that time, and I hope in that 2 weeks timeline that the shop will be open, a lot more turners will have opportunity to buy my signature tools. Again, I know 24 hours in the first batch was small amount of time, and a lot of you ask when the shop will be open again, so I hope to open it up again in February. So that's my goal. I hope to achieve it, and I'll keep you an update, of course, on all of this. So I hope to have the shop reopen in February, and it will be for 2 weeks time. A lot more turners will have time to place an order. Once the shop is closed again after 2 weeks, then you'll just have to wait for a little bit for the tools to be made. Again, depending on size of the order in that 2 weeks, how many orders will come in, I'll keep you posted on all of that numbers, and that will sort of correspond with how long Crown will take to make the tools. So just to sum things up, the remaining 70 in the first batch should be done by end of January, fingers crossed. And the next batch I hope to reopen, or the next shop will be reopened in sometime in February. I hope. Again, I cannot place the exact date, but I hope it will be so. And again, you will be notified either on my Facebook or Instagram, or on my YouTube channel, on YouTube post, on any of the timeline or any delays or anything. If anything should happen, I will notify you as quickly as possible. So again, thank you for all your support and everything. I really appreciate that, and thank you for watching my videos, and see you in the next one.